get yours.
Getting what getting is good. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is June 26, 2018. And we're rocking out to some Too Short. Hero wanted me to play some Too Short, Getting It. This is a classic, definitely, man. Shout out to my man John App. He loves this Too Short stuff too. I was never a huge fan of Too Short, but he does have some classics. West Coast, Bay Area classics. What's going on, people? Hope you guys are doing well today. Well, I'm not in the Bay. I'm from Detroit. That's where I'm broadcasting. Hope you guys are doing all right today. Markets aren't looking all that well right now. We're going to take a look at that. You know, yesterday's video was really about what would cause a move back up in the markets. We talked about the Bitcoin ETFs and, you know, institutional funds coming in and all that. But today we're going to talk about the opposite. We're going to talk about why possibly we've seen these downturns in the markets. You know, conspiratorial ideas are great. I think we should always think outside the box and be critical of what's going on around us. But, you know, you also don't want to be too far on the conspiratorial side. You got to have some balance on the other side as well. So we're going to talk about today some key factors that possibly could have helped or aided in this bear market that we're experiencing right now. Just some food for thought, you know, conversation to have. And so I have two articles, actually, two different kind of ideas about this bear market and why we may be in it. So we'll take a look at that. Also, I don't know if you guys checked out the video I did yesterday. It was a sponsored video that I published. I'm very excited about this company, but I do want to make two comments about the video that I made a mistake on yesterday. The first one being, I said that the public sale was going on right now. Actually, you can join the whitelist to participate in the pre-sale that's coming up soon. So the pre-sale has not started yet. And the second thing I said, guys, and I made a mistake about this, the coin actually has an upward bound of $20, not 20 cents. So we're currently at 14 cents in this particular token, and there will be a upward bound of $20. So that's the upward bound on the price appreciation for the SIN token, SDT token. So I just wanted to clarify that for you guys. I said the upward bound was 20 cents, and that's greatly off, 100x off of what the token can be worth. Depending, of course, on demand, but that it will fluctuate between 20 cents and $20. So just wanted to clarify that from yesterday's. But on to the actual particulars for today's video, coincheckup.com, and we're currently sitting at $249 billion. We're down, guys, from yesterday. Bitcoin's dominance continually increasing, 42.28%. There has been a mass exodus from altcoins of all. Doesn't matter what it is. Everything is piling back into Bitcoin. I guess you can consider Bitcoin a flight to safety. Crazy hearing that, but that is definitely the case within the crypto sphere. Looking red again. You look at a 7-day, these coins look horrible. 27% down on EOS. I'm going to grab that last 25%. Probably won't do it today because I think we may see even lower levels if we continue on. So I'm going to hold that last 25% of dry powder I have left to get back into EOS, maybe sub $7 or close to $7 flat. So we're going to be doing that soon. So let's look at this chart really quickly. We tried to make a rally yesterday. That failed miserably. We basically came trickling down almost to where the rally started. Kind of indecisive still. I am still bearish, guys, just to let you guys know. I'm bearish. We got to see something above 6,600. At this point, that is not going to happen. Even though it's only shy of 10% away from 6,600, the way these markets have been going, the 5% moves have been on the downside, not anything on the upside. So I don't know. Still bearish, people. Still bearish. So let's take a look at this first article. It's actually an op-ed out of Crypto Briefing. And it says here, suicide by speculation. Crypto volatility chokes adoption. And it says the subtitle, price alone cannot be the metric for valuing cryptocurrencies. So it says, for a generation brought up on the movies Wolf of Wall Street, and Wall Street Money never sleeps. The world of finance seems very appealing. Sports cars, tailored suits, slick back hair, de rigueur. The parties are bacchanalian, plentiful, and full of inveterate winners. Work and drudgery is a life experience reserved for other people. But aside from the glitz and glamour, what really draws people in is the idea that someone can not just live, but positively thrive by making something out of nothing. That one or two lucky breaks can lead to a substantial amount of money. This view infected traditional finances in the 1980s and then again in the run-up to the 2008 meltdown. Now it has also taken a firm root in the world of cryptocurrencies. I have to agree with that one. Speculating on the future prices of coins didn't appear overnight. At present, the only way in which most can engage with cryptocurrencies is by buying and selling them as assets. The fact that so many people are doing that should be a sure sign of confidence for the future of the sector. However, because the crypto price is the principal way in which discussions are framed, as well as the metric used to assess the health of the sector, the community is continually running into difficulties whenever the crypto price falls. It gives the mainstream business media a reason to crow about the failures of the industry and to deter participation by new adherents. Despite prevailing optimism at the kickoff of 2018, cryptocurrencies has so far failed to hit any of the milestones that it was supposed to. From a high of $820 billion in the second week of January, the latest 6 months has seen the market continue an almost unimpeded downward trend. Over the past 2 weeks alone, the market has sustained 3 heavy drops in its value. The first Bloody Sunday saw 40 billion wiped off the market overnight. Later the same week, and following a slight recovery, the market sustained a further $20 billion hit. Having seemed to have stabilized over the past week, crypto has now plunged further this week. If the market's health is determined by price, things are looking pretty bleak for cryptocurrencies, he says. But the article goes on, guys, to say here, crypto price isn't everything. Whenever the market takes a near universal kicking, crypto news sources generally do the opposite of the business media. We are always quick to bounce out with stories that aim to reassure panicky investors that this is merely a blip, a glitch in the matrix. Article goes on to say here, Bitcoin hitting 20,000 took everyone by surprise. For a few months at the turn of 2017 to 18, the entire world was captivated by how a line of code, no matter how ingenious, could ever reach such a high valuation. Bullish sentiments and predictions can become self-fulfilling prophecies. The optimism and confidence in the future of the market leads to higher demand, ergo higher prices. Since January, the crypto market has seen 2 bull runs and many failed ones. Some even predicted one in the aftermath of the consensus conference back in mid-May. I was one of those individuals. Not as optimistic as Fundstrat was, but definitely thought we would see a bump in the markets. It goes on to say each has been heralded as the beginning of the great recovery that will take cryptocurrency over the $1 trillion mark. Each has ended in disappointment and disillusionment as people take their remaining funds, if any, wondering why the Lambo Moon miracle passed them. As market prices fail to recover, so do moods sour and investors sell, something which leads to even more selling and even lower moods. And I have to just pause there and just say, even I see this even in the webbot rooms. People are, in my opinion, looking to blame someone else for the markets going down. It's a lot of I want to call it infighting within the webbot crypto communities. But you see people wanting to kick people out because they're questioning Cliff's accuracy for 2018, being critical about different projects. And, people are really getting emotional about where we are in the crypto space. And, at the end of the day, I think people need to be able to vent. I think that's very important. We need to question. We should always be critical. That's how you do a self-check, and just make sure you're not crazy. So I think that, the mood in the crypto community, in some of the communities, are definitely down, and that's to be expected. I expect that. But, at the end of the day, we have to try to stay rational and set realistic expectations. I see many people thinking that project XYZ is going to do a 10x or a 5x, and I just don't see it currently with this sentiment. And this op-ed kind of lends to that. And you guys gotta let me know, what do you think? Is the speculation good for the markets? Whether it's good or not, it's definitely here, and it has been, and it was really self-evident in 2017. And I would just sit back and be like, dang, man, like, do people realize you don't get 2x returns in any other asset in 3 years, 4 years? That's a normal 2x in normal asset classes. And so, when I would see people complaining about only getting 5x out of this token and that token, I personally knew, and I would say this publicly, I knew it was bubbly in market sentiment, but just because you're in a bubble doesn't mean it's going to end anytime soon. And I think we're definitely now coming down to more realistic rates of returns in cryptos, more realistic price valuations on a lot of these tokens and stuff. And so I don't think this is definitely not the end of the crypto community or cryptocurrency industry. For sure, it's not. This is just the beginning. But I think having a hard look at yourself in the mirror is important in these times to really reset your expectations, I should say. The op-ed kind of goes on and says that by definition, the act of speculating is to invest in something with the express knowledge that although failure is possible, the hope is that the value will increase. However, the word speculation didn't always mean this. Around a century ago, to speculate meant to invest into something which you knew nothing about, staking on a hunch and essentially betting on luck. And he asks here a rhetorical question: is it time to revert to the previous definition? Speculators are, unfortunately, a big and very vocal part of the industry, as developers quietly plug away at building and improving their projects and companies. Unfavorable crypto price trends send the market into a near state of panic. Price is an inaccurate metric because it can't determine crypto according to its merit. Sure, it can give an idea about what people feel towards the project, but this is something that can easily be manipulated by clever marketing campaigns or even dumb ones featuring renowned crypto shills or having the right brand. Cryptocurrency shouldn't be about people finding their fortune. It should be about harnessing technology to improve people's lives. When the community focuses too much on the price, it forgets crypto's real purpose. Finally, he says here, crypto is fine, the technology is sound, and its future glorious. It's high time the community realize this and stop indulging the gleeful victory proclamations issued by the crypto skeptic business media. Well, there you have it, people. That's awesome, man. This should definitely, I'll leave a link to this in the description of this video, but this should definitely spark some conversation. And really, hopefully, I wanted to read that because I know I say it, but I think the way this guy put it in this op-ed was very concise and really should drive the point home, is that it's not all about price. Price is very important. I'm not going to sit up here and say it's not. It is important. But think about and invest in the projects that you really feel will make a change in the world and in your community. And I think that's how you will be successful in cryptocurrencies, because let me tell you, when I got into cryptos, we thought $75, $78 Bitcoin was astronomically expensive. We had Trace Myers out there even back then saying Bitcoin would get to $1 million, and he kind of gave a very educated explanation of why. And one day it may still get there. I don't know. But for the most part, the industry, the people in the community, it was unknowns. We were participating in a technology that was walking in uncharted territory. We didn't know where price should be. We knew the technology was very innovative, and could really change the world, but we didn't know. You know, we at any time we thought we could lose it all. You know, it was so new. Be in this community because you want to be in it to change things for the good, to disrupt technologies or industries that are holding the masses back. That's why you should be in the cryptos. That's why I'm in cryptos. That's my 2 Satoshis on it. So make sure you guys like and subscribe. I definitely want to have a conversation with you guys on this one. And you guys got to get it while the getting is good. And that's it, people. I'm out of here. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Holla. Get your money, man. Get yours.